Welcome to Salem Speedway for tonight's 100th running of the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards. Not only is tonight the 100th race here on these historic high banks, it is also the championship event of the 2016 ARCA Short Track Challenge presented by Protect Plus, an official licensee of DuPont Water and Air Filtration. Hi there everybody, my name is Charlie Krall and we are going to have a great race on these historic high banks of the Salem Speedway tonight. Always one of the more entertaining and demanding events on the 2016 ARCA Racing Series schedule. This racetrack is going to be a big part of who decides who is going to end up in victory lane here tonight. Not only that, we have got a lot of great throwback schemes on some of these race cars, and we've got a lot of great throwback drivers here as well. One of those throwback drivers right here, car owner Bill Venturini. Bill, you have got a lot of laps here on these historic high banks. What is it going to take here for one of these drivers to end up in victory lane tonight?
Well, you and me were talking just before this, and as you made me want to say, intestinal fortitude is what it's going to take to run through 3 and 4. I call it something else, but we'll keep it that way. Really, it's one of the hardest tracks to get around because 1 and 2 is not too bad. You can run almost 2 lanes there, but 3 and 4, you got to really suck it up and get right up against the wall, and it's really high banked and fast.
It is really high bank and fast. It's going to take a lot of guts to make it happen. One of the guys who has shown he has had those guts all season long, Chase Briscoe. All he has to do here tonight, Bill, is start the race and he will lock up that ARCA Short Track Challenge presented by Protect Plus. But as a driver, what's going through his mind right now knowing this championship is so close to being locked up? You've got a few of those championships yourself.
Well, the Short Track Championship is going to go down till tonight. But the main championship, the whole season overall championship, he's got a pretty well lock on it. He's like 500 points ahead of, and I'm glad to say we're running second, but he's 500 points away. And if he just uses his head, keeps his nose clean the rest of the year, he's pretty locked in.
So he's just got to keep his head clear, stay away from everybody else, and just make some laps here tonight.
Yeah, but sometimes that gets you in trouble. you can't give up your aggressiveness. You got to be aggressive, because if you lay back, sometimes it gets you in too much trouble. So I think he's a smart driver. He's with a good team, and I think he'll be okay.
We've got a lot of great throwback schemes here tonight to celebrate this 100th running for the ARCA Racing Series here at Salem Speedway. One of those throwback schemes is on that number 25 car. Tell us a little bit about that look.
Well, this is throwback week in racing, with Darlington last week and ARCA this weekend. And Tom Hessert, who's driving the 25 car, he asked if we're going to do a throwback scheme, and I said, well, we haven't given any thought. He said, well, I'd love to drive one of your throwback cars. Well, so we went back to the shop a couple of weeks ago, we talked about it, and we felt the prettiest car that we had was in 1987 when I won my first championship, which is the same paint scheme that's on the car right now. As a matter of fact, the sponsor that's on the quarter panel, Northtown Automotive, was my sponsor in 1987. So I talked to them and they agreed to do a deal for us for here, so it's really cool.
Should be a very good, fast car tonight. Tom Hessert, always good on these high banks.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm proud of all my guys. We've got 4 cars here, and we're second, third, fourth, and fifth. So I think we're pretty good.
Well, before we find out who is going to go to victory lane here in the 100th race, we're going to have to get those engines started. And to do that, we're going to go to the Grand Marshal of tonight's race, none other than 1983 Sprint Cup Series champion, Bobby Allison.
Okay, all you guys